Don't move to Fayetteville until you see these 5 neighborhoods, and I'm not kidding. Fayetteville is one of the fastest growing cities in North Carolina. And yes, we've got Fort Bragg, one of the largest military communities nearby. And Fayetteville also gets all 4 seasons. We've got great southern charm. Even though we're not a big, huge city, there are some things to do here. And you definitely can venture out and travel to the beach, which is 2 hours away.
The beach. The beach.
Or the mountains, which is 4 hours away.
Mountains.
But not every neighborhood is created equal. So first neighborhood to talk about is going to be Haymount. And that's not really a neighborhood, it's more of an area. Some of the homes in Haymount are small little areas. You've got Van Story, got Murray Fork. Those are probably your 2 biggest neighborhoods in Haymount. But you've got also little sections of streets that are considered Haymount. And yes, they have a name for the neighborhood, but it's like 10, 15 homes there. So that's why I'm saying Haymount in general. So Haymount is a historic and charming little area of Fayetteville. Haymount is located just north of downtown, and it sits on an incline overlooking the downtown city. So Haymount is known for its walkability, great vibe, and just a strong sense of community. Most military fans love it because it's so close to Fort Bragg. Depending on what on Fort Bragg you're working at, because it is a large base, you're looking at about jumping on All-American Freeway and getting to the gate in about 10 minutes, 12 minutes typically. So most of the homes in Haymount are going to be brick style ranch homes. You got colonial homes, you got bungalow homes, and they're definitely, the Haymount area homes are older, built in the 20s, 40s, and 50s.
Historic homes.
And there are some mixture of more modern homes these days in there also. Now, most of the homes that I've seen in Haymount, depending on the area of Haymount, are going to be the yards are going to be very small. Backyard, front yard are very close together. So if that's something you will not like or don't like, or you're not sure yet, definitely just be aware of that. And the median price range for the Haymount area is between $350,000 to about $368,000. And like I mentioned earlier, with the smaller neighborhoods or lots, definitely Van Story, it's Haymount, but the houses are more up to date. So you've got bigger lots. But you got areas like Murray Fork that are more of a quiet retreat. So really depends on what you're looking for. And like I mentioned earlier, there are some streets that have some homes on it that are not necessarily a neighborhood, as far as I know. And some of these streets are going to be Broadfoot Avenue, Morgan Street, Generally Avenue, Lakeshore Drive, Simpson Street, and Branson Street. And like I mentioned, neighborhoods like Van Story Hill and Murray Fork are going to be more up to date. And just be aware, if you buy a house in the Haymount area, you may need to get a certificate if you plan on changing anything to the house. The city's Historic Resource Commission is someone you want to contact if you plan on doing anything exterior possibly to your house. Each house is going to be different in Haymount, so definitely reach out to them. And before you make any changes to the house, after you buy it, or you're thinking about buying it, just be aware of this stuff.
This is your last warning!
There's some of the certificates that you have to look at, review process, interior work, zoning rules, variances, penalties. Definitely be careful before you buy a house in Haymount or want to make any changes. And, before you buy it, these could be an issue for you, so definitely look into it. Basically, in short, check with the planning department. You don't want to get fined for something and or change something, and then, you go to sell your house later and it's an issue. So the next neighborhood to talk about is going to be Kings Grant. Kings Grant is on the north end of Ramsey Street near Methodist College. And if you're looking to commute to Fort Bragg, you're probably looking about maybe, I'd say 7 to 10 minute drive, maybe 12 minutes, depending, how fast or how slow you drive. Great thing about this is you're just over 5 miles away from downtown area, and you're right next to the Cape Fear River. And another great thing is you've got the river trail right across the street from you. It's 4 miles one way. It's right next to the soccer complex. So you'll park their car, they walk it, they think it's a circle, and it's not. Next thing you know, they're saying their car was stolen. There is a police officer who works out there. He's on a golf cart, I believe, or driving on a truck. So he will not give you rides, from what I understand, back to your car.
There are no free rides.
So be careful of that when you walk the river trail. But it is a great trail. You can go hiking, biking, running, walking, whatever you want to do. It's a great little trail. So a lot of people love the Kings Grant area. Definitely, if you are a golfer, it's got 18-hole golf course right there in the neighborhood. Walkable neighborhood, very quiet and peaceful. It's a big neighborhood, so you're right off Raymond Street, which can get a little noisy. It's the main thoroughway, from that side of town. You've got 295 that they just built that's, close by also. But being such a big, deep neighborhood, I don't think, and I don't know for sure because I don't live out there, that most of the noise is going to be heard. But people love it because it's walkable, friendly, pet-friendly neighborhood. And along with the golf course, you've got a clubhouse, you've got a community pool. And at the clubhouse, they have some social gatherings, book clubs from what I understand. So definitely that's something you enjoy, live in the neighborhood. It could be, actually it's a big neighborhood, but it could be walkable for you. It really depends where in Kings Grant you're going to move to. So the home prices in Kings Grant range from $380,000 up to $400,000. And if you're looking to rent out there, it's between $1,100 to up to $1,900. And you got just over 4,000 residences out there in the Kings Grant area. And there's an HOA there. I do not know the price of the HOA, but I'll definitely get back to you guys about that. If you want to know more information about the HOA, I'll definitely find that out for you. Now, I mentioned you are not far from downtown area, but there's not a lot of restaurants out there. And what I mean by that is more of a sit-down restaurant. Most of the sit-down restaurants are going to be off McPherson Church Road. You're probably looking at about a 15-minute drive, so depending on you, not terribly far away. Movie theater, again, 15-20 minutes also. So, out there's not much to go to, or I got much to go. Yeah, there's not much to go to. But you're next to Methodist College, like I mentioned earlier. And Ramsey Street, it can get a little busy. It's the main thoroughway going out to Linden, which is a little town that's part of Cumberland County in Fayetteville. Just be aware of that. Traffic can get backed up, but 295 is right there. There are some little side streets like Stacy Weaver and MacArthur Road that you can definitely take to avoid that Ramsey Street traffic. Speaking of MacArthur Road, Fort Bragg and Fayetteville have combined together to build a sports recreation center on MacArthur Road. So that's, depending on when you watch this video, that is coming too. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That could be another reason why you want to move to the Kings Grant area possibly. Next neighborhood top out is going to be Gates 4. Now, Gates 4 is a gated community. It's in the Jack Britt School High School District. So a lot of people like living there because Jack Britt is one of the most desired high schools out there. So Gates 4 was established in 1968. Gates 4 has over 800 homes with 24-hour security and an active HOA. It makes it popular for family, retirees, professionals, whoever wants a balance of security and community. I love Gates 4. I don't live in there. Never have. But I love when I go in there. I love showing homes in there. It's got a great golf course. And I don't play golf, so I know I didn't mention it earlier. But, it's got some great greenery out there. So if you're definitely looking at Gates 4 and like that area or may think about that area, want a gated community, definitely check out Gates 4. Their golf course is 18-hole championship golf course, and it was redesigned in 2011. They added in a tennis courts, a driving range, clubhouse for events, and you got true resort style living. And even though you're in Fayetteville, you're technically in the county as of right now, till they annex it in possibly. Been trying to annex it in Gates 4 for a long time. They've always fought it and won. But so your taxes are a little lower living in Gates 4 at the time of this video. That may or may not change. So definitely look into that before you buy in there, hoping for lower taxes. And what I like about Gates 4, if you like shopping, grocery shopping, Harris Teeter is nearby, maybe 5 minutes away. You're near Hope Mills. So I live in Hope Mills. So if you're looking to go to the movie theater, you have to run all the way to Fayetteville, or to the heart of Fayetteville, which could be 15-20 minute drive. Now, if you want to watch a movie in IMAX, you will have to go into Fayetteville, but Hope Mills has a great movie theater. Millstone Movie Theater has 14 screens. You've got some nice restaurants there. You've got some coffee shop nearby. You've got Stone Cold Creamery right there. Yeah, Stone Cold Creamery, the ice cream place is right there. So everything's close by, and you're actually building a Publix right next to or across street from the Harris Teeter. So that's a plus. They've got Bojangles, Taco Bell, Pep Boys is right there next to Harris Teeter. And Stony Point Road, one thing I see is a lot of construction out there because they're widening Stony Point Road to about 4 lanes. And 295 shoots right over it. So be careful of that. That may or may not be an issue for you, but you just be aware of all that traffic that's going to be happening out there. And if you're looking to purchase a house in Gatesford, you're probably looking at a median price range around $470,000 to $500,000, roughly median price range. And I know I said the Gatesford is an older gated community, but they've got some lots in there. They're building new homes in there. So definitely if Gatesford is an area you're looking to move to and you want a more modern home, more up to date, definitely this Gatesford could be an area for you. So I'm a real estate agent, if you did not figure that out yet, and I work the Fayetteville surrounding areas, and I work for All American Realty Group. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, investing in the area, definitely reach out to All American Realty Group. We'd love to help you. You can scan this QR code that's going to be up here in the corner, or you can just call or text me, and all my information will be in the description below. So the next neighborhood to talk about is going to be Cypress Lakes. Now, Cypress Lakes is in the Hope Mills Grays Creek area, and the high school there is going to be Grays Creek High School and Grays Creek Middle School, another desired high school in the area. So definitely that's a plus for most people who are looking for a good public school. And you can probably see a pattern here, but Cypress Lakes does have a golfing community. So this will be a third one of the 5 homes that I talk about has a golfing community. And from what I understand, I don't golf again, but Cypress Lakes is one of the most popular golf courses in Cumberland County. And I actually just talked to another realtor friend of mine just yesterday who said that when he goes to golf, it takes almost 6 hours for him to golf. So again, I don't golf, but must be a great course out there. So Cypress Lakes neighborhood, typically the neighborhood consists of homes that are 3 to 5 bedrooms, mostly one story, 2-story homes. You're looking at 2.5 to 3.5 baths. Amenities are definitely community pool, playground, green spaces. Schools I just mentioned earlier, the Grays Creek Middle and High School, but you also, for elementary school, you're looking at Alderman Road Elementary, all within walking distance of Cypress Lakes. Cypress Lakes is a very nice neighborhood, has that peaceful suburban feel. So you're out in a rural country area, but you're not far from Hope Mills. Actually, just a week ago, we put an offer on a house out there for some of my clients. We didn't win the offer, but the house that we looked at was gorgeous. They loved it. And that's the reason why we put an offer in, obviously. We didn't win it, but this house itself was gorgeous. It was listed about $345,000, I think. Yeah, $345,000. It had multiple offers on it. It had just been on the market maybe 24 hours. So right there shows you it's an area that a lot of people are looking to move to. And no HOAs in Cypress Lakes, which is really surprising with the golf course there, but no HOAs as of right now. The Cypress Lakes Golf Course is an 18-hole par, 72 course stretches, 7,240 yards, and is known as one of the most challenging in the region. It features Bermuda fairways, champion Bermuda greens, natural water hazards, and the club offers driving range, putting green, chipping area, golf instructors, and a well-stocked pro shop. And a restaurant and a clubhouse that there is also there. Again, I don't golf, but if that's something you're looking for, Cypress Lakes may be the place for you. And the homes that range in there are usually be about between $350,000 to about $380,000 in Cypress Lakes. Next we're going to talk about is going to be Kingsford. Not to be confused with Kings Grant, which I mentioned earlier. Kingsford is right off McPherson Church Road and very close to Haymount. You're looking at maybe a 2-minute drive right to Haymount. Now, Kingsford is a smaller neighborhood. I'd say there's maybe 2 to 300 homes in there. And the median price range here ranges around $540,000. So definitely it's one of the higher price neighborhoods in Fayetteville. Do have an HOA there. And the houses are typically 4 to 5 bedrooms with plenty of lots. And what a lot of people love about Kingsford is just how close it is to everything I mentioned earlier. You're right next to Haymount. If you're looking to head to Haymount, downtown is 5 minutes away. You're off McPherson Church Road. So you're literally 1 to 2, 3 minutes away from restaurants, movie theater, maybe 7 minutes. The Cross Street Mall is right there also. So you're kind of like Haymount. You're right next to everything, but the homes are bigger, more expensive, and you have more space in Haymount if you're looking to compare the two. And Kingsford is the Terry Sanford High School district. So it's one of the most desired public schools along with Jack Britt and Grays Creek High School that I mentioned earlier.